February, and you know what that means? Hartley's coming to town. You don't know about Hartley? The Valentine's Day mascot? Well, gather round, children. Have I got a story for you? But before we go any further, I just want to remind you to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Everyone knows the story of Hartley, but not so long ago, that wasn't the case. Folks had just lost their Valentine's spirit. New Year's came and went, and then it was just a sad, slow slide into spring. No Valentine's cards, no chocolates, not even so much as a stuffed bear. And no place was more dispirited than Valentine, USA. Valentine was a city much like yours, although it may have been a little grayer. The streets were gray, the skies were gray, and a lot of the space in between was gray too. If road salt could stick to rainbows, it would have happened first in Valentine. The people of Valentine were nice enough, but they were always too busy for anything more than pleasantries. They hurried about here and there, always in a rush, as the salt piled up on their cars and their arteries. No one said more than a quick hello, and no one was thinking about the upcoming holiday. I should say, almost no one. Little Susie was just 6 years old, but already she loved Valentine's Day. She was excited to make Valentine cards and exchange them with her classmates. But when she asked around, no one seemed that interested. Cards? Where's the Amazon code? Chocolate? What's chocolate? Susie's mom didn't seem worried. I'll stop at Walgreens tomorrow, hon, she said. Nobody in all of Valentine seemed to share Susie's spirit, so that night, Susie went home and made her own Valentines. But they weren't for her classmates. She was reaching out because she needed help. Help me save Valentines, she wrote over and over again, and then addressed them to anyone she thought could help. She sent a card to St. Valentine and Cupid. She sent a card to the band Hart. She sent a card to Kevin Hart. She sent a card to Corey Hart. Anyone in the phone book who might have a heart suited to the task. When she ran out of names, half asleep, she scribbled on the envelope, Hartley. Hartley? Said Susie's mom. Why, I haven't heard that name in years. Is Hartley real? Asked Susie. Oh, honey, said Susie's mom. He's not real. But Susie took her letters and put them in the mailbox. There, the letter to Hartley began its fantastic journey. It sailed over the bear-infested Smoky Mountains, over the windmills of Illinois, and danced above the barbecue pits of Texas. Finally, it arrived. The postman drove out to the middle of Hoover Dam, held it out over the water, and let it fall. At the bottom of the lake, under the mud and wrecked speedboats, Hartley was fast asleep. The letter floated down and bonked him on the left ventricle. Gadzooks, said Hartley. I've overslept. It's the day before Valentine's. With haste, Hartley loaded up his duffel bag and shot out of Lake Mead like a rocket. He had a Valentine's Day to save. Hartley visited all the homes in Valentine. As is tradition, he came in through the screen door and gave heart-healthy dark chocolate to all the good little boys and girls. You know how the song goes. Hartley used to give heart-healthy red wine to the parents on account of the antioxidants, but we've since learned that any heart benefits are offset by the increased cancer risk from the alcohol, so Hartley doesn't do that anymore. The night passed in a blur. Hartley's duffel bag was almost out of heart-healthy dark chocolate, and the sun was about to rise over the horizon. But Hartley still had one last screen door to hit. Little Susie's house. Little Susie was lying on the couch, wrapped in a blanket. Hey, kid, said Hartley. You want some heart-healthy dark chocolate? And he flipped her a Dove chocolate. Susie caught it in her hand and unwrapped it. The candy wrapper said, Book the flight. Wow, said little Susie. You are real. Then Hartley gave Susie a little salute, and quick as a wink, out the screen door he went. Then he sailed away through the pre-dawn sky in a westward direction. His work here was done. "Valentine's is saved!" Susie cheered. Well, the years went by, and over time, Susie began to forget about Hartley. She grew up, moved to Valentine City, and started going by Susan. Susan was feeling down. Susan came home from her soul-sucking job and plopped down in front of the TV to watch the Olympic ski jumping. And that's when she saw him.
We really need to see your LDL-C come down more to lower your risk of another heart attack.
I was afraid we had to do more.
Like what? I already exercise, take my statin, eat kale.
I can tell you're trying, but there's a high chance you'll have another heart attack.
I don't want to go through that again.
What else can we do?
Let's add Repatha.
Repatha plus a statin dramatically lowers LDL-C by 63% and drops the risk of having a heart attack by 27%. Do not take Repatha if you're allergic to it. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Get medical help right away if you have trouble breathing or swallowing, swelling of the face, lips, tongue, throat, or arms. Common side effects include runny nose, sore throat, common cold symptoms, flu or flu-like symptoms, back pain, high blood sugar, and redness, pain, or bruising at the injection site.
Susan's heart grew 8 sizes that day. And so that's basically the story of Hartley. Be sure to leave your screen door unlocked so Hartley can get in. And be sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Bye!
Listen to your heart.